Flagstaff has 2 Amtrak trains a day that come through. Chicago to Los Angeles, Chicago. People stop, the train comes through 9:20 at night. There's a 15-minute stop. The people get off the train and they have a 15-minute walkabout where they can exercise and walk their legs and have a cigarette if they want to get off the train. People get off the train, their mouths drop open, and they say, "Oh my God, I never knew they were there." That it's a kind of nostalgia. It's present in every human heart, this nostalgia for the sky. Well, the coalition was kind of an outgrowth of my interest in helping protect night skies. How could we do that? How could I do that? What was necessary to help protect night skies in Flagstaff? And so I went to the observatories and had kind of a little meeting with astronomers at Lowell, from Lowell and from the U.S. Naval Observatory, and said, what can be done that will help you? And they said, well, what's really necessary is kind of a grassroots organization, a general population group that speaks about the values of the night sky. We have a mission statement, which is to celebrate, protect, and preserve night skies in northern Arizona. And anything that would assist that mission statement was kind of our concern. The support was very present already. So that was tremendously encouraging because it means people were already there. It was just giving them a way to voice that already existing desire to protect the night sky. Chris Luganbuehl from the U.S. Naval Observatory, Nat White from Lowell, who was then the director of Lowell, and Wes Lockwood, also a longtime astronomer at Lowell, and myself. We were the first 4. We are a chapter of the International Dark Sky Association, although we're kind of an autonomous chapter or section of the IDA, because we've been around before the IDA. We precede them in many ways, and our standards here in Flagstaff in some ways are even more specific than IDA regulations. But one of the first things that happened was that we suggested that IDA recognize leadership, that they showcase people who are doing good things regarding protecting the night skies. And we suggested a designation that IDA could award communities that are active in night sky protection. And we became the first international dark sky city. And that was basically an acknowledgement of the 50 years that Flagstaff has already been doing it. So we were first in line, and being recognized as the world's first anything, the world's first international dark sky community has been very helpful and was a great milestone. We play a role in a number of critical ways. Number one is we're involved in planning. Since Flagstaff topped 50,000 people, it qualifies for federal funds to do long-range planning. So Flagstaff now does a number of kinds of local plans, regional plans, etc. The Dark Skies Coalition is involved in those. We make sure that these documents that are supposed to guide development in the future contain an awareness of dark skies and a recognition of it as an environmental value and a community value and an economic value. And those kind of umbrella documents guide individual specific projects as they come along. We are known around the world. We are indeed better known in the rest of the world than we are here at home. The first lighting ordinance, light pollution control ordinance, on the planet was Flagstaff. And that ordinance had jail time for people who were violators. I mean, it wasn't, oh, here's a $15 penalty. They were serious about that. So Flagstaff had a culture of true community, belonging to one another, which is how I define community, a sense of belonging to one another, of common interest. That was part of it. Independence was part of it, an independent mindset. Also, the observatory, Lowell, was a big player. Lowell was very well known, and the community was interested in supporting Lowell. The night is not the exclusive domain of astronomers. The night is the other half of the day. So you can't really, we sometimes joke and say, well, if we can save the night, we can save the day. So there's something in every human being that relates to that night sky, an unspoiled night sky. And we have to have that, or we're doomed as a species. We have to be able to make that connection because it orients us. So making sure that people can have that experience, an unmediated experience, not a picture, not a TV show, to go out and look at the sky with their own eye, mind, heart, and see that is a transformative experience. And the more people we can get to do that, the more people we can have fight for that, for me, that's the greatest environmental activism I can achieve. We need that desperately.